fingerlings, look at you. They're so big. I'm so proud of you. You were so little and cute when you got here to Columbia Springs from Washougal Hatchery. You're getting so big now, it's just about time to say goodbye. Big fish like you get to go live in the wild. That's right. You're gonna go live in Salmon Creek. I know that might sound a little bit scary. You've only lived at Washougal Hatchery and here at Columbia Springs. Well, luckily for us, Carol Reed Jones wrote this wonderful story all about what it's like to live life as a wild salmon. And she said that we are welcome to read this together with you and everyone out there in TV land. I'm going to read you the story, so everybody come crowd around. You'll want to see the pictures. Everybody crowd on this side. There you go. You'll be able to see. This is the stream in the forest. This is the water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. This is the deep and shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. This is the nest of rocky gravel, far beyond the shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. The egg of the salmon, born to travel, hides in the nest of rocky gravel, far beyond the shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. You see, it's not so different. Katie did a great job setting up your tank to look like a stream. There's gravel on the ground, and this log makes a nice place to hide. And there's even like a little waterfall up there. You're gonna see lots of things like that when you're out in the wild. This is the tiny fish that hatched and has his dinner still attached from the egg of a salmon born to travel that hides in the nest of rocky gravel, far beyond the shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. Do you remember when you had your yolk sack like that? You didn't need to eat. You had it's like a little fanny pack full of snacks, right? But you're big fish now. You eat fish pellets, and when you're in the stream, you're gonna love it. You get to eat macro invertebrates. Yes, that's right, bugs. As many bugs as you can catch. You're gonna love being predators. This is the trout that tried to catch the tiny fish so newly hatched that has its dinner still attached from the egg of a salmon born to travel that hides in the nest of rocky gravel far beyond the shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. A hovering osprey dived to snatch the wily trout that tried to catch the tiny fish so newly hatched that has its dinner still attached from the egg of a salmon born to travel that hides in the nest of rocky gravel far beyond the shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. So you'll have to look out for predators when you're out in the wild, like birds and bigger fish. But I know that you'll be smart and hide in little crooks and crannies just like you are. You'll find lots of good hiding places at Salmon Creek. These are the spotted fry that grow and wait for a sign they instinctively know. The rains will tell them when to go. Can't wait for you to experience rain. You're gonna love it. They leave the place where the osprey snatched the wily trout that tried to catch the tiny fish so newly hatched that had its dinner still attached from the egg of a salmon born to travel that hides in the nest of rocky gravel far beyond the shady pool, filled with water, clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. Now, traveling down with the current's flow, facing upstream as they go, the smolt pass obstacles great and small, gravelly shallows and waterfall, through culverts and pipes devised by man, down a fish ladder on a dam, to an estuary wide. Now I know you don't know the word smolt, but that means you're a fish whose body has gotten used to salt water. So you live in fresh water now, just like in a stream. It might feel a little too salty at first, but just take it easy. It'll be fine. Drifting with the ebbing tide, they reach their saltwater home at last, an ocean indescribably vast. You see that? Their bodies have changed, your little spots, they're so cute, but they'll start to go away as you get ready for your life in the big open ocean. The salmon grow for months in the sea, catching fish and swimming free. Look at all these different kinds of salmon. Does anybody know what kind they are? Feeling shy? Maybe whisper it. That's right, your coho salmon. Very good. See, your bodies are gonna be all silvery and beautiful when you're grown-ups. Trying not to become a meal for human sea lion, orca, or seal until they get the homing urge to gather where river and ocean merge. You know where that is, right? Yep, the estuary. Very good. This is the rain that swells the rivers and sends the message that nature delivers to salmon to send them home to spawn, relentlessly swimming on and on, up the river with the tide, past the estuary wide. Up a fish ladder on a dam, through culverts and pipes devised by man, obeying the voice of instinct's call, they leap a 10-foot waterfall to reach the place where they were born, bruised from the journey, weary and worn. The salmon come home at the end of their lives. They spawn, and each little egg that survives will start the cycle over again with the coming of the rain. And silver smolt will discover the sea and turn to salmon swimming free. And tiny fish will one day hatch, with their dinners still attached, from the eggs of a salmon born to travel, that hide in the nest of rocky gravel, far beyond the shady pool, filled with water clear and cool, that flows in the stream in the forest. The end. Isn't this a great book? Thank you, Carol Reed Jones, for writing this book to help little fish and people alike understand better what it's like to live as a salmon in the wild. And thank you so much from us here at Columbia Springs for sharing this book with us and allowing us to share it with others over the internet. Well, are you feeling better about your life out in the wild? You're gonna have such a great time. It's gonna be a big adventure. So proud of you. All right, we better give you one last snack and I'll tuck you in. You gotta get your rest. You've got a big journey ahead of you.